getting set for first pitch from Safeco Field. Mariners baseball starts right now. Now from the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington, we're at spacious Safeco Field as MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, Interleague Baseball on tap as it'll be the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. And hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here in our broadcast booth to call the action, joined as usual by Major League veterans Dave Campbell and Eric Karros. And Dave, let's call on you first. What catches your interest here in this matchup?
Well, one thing to remember of these two teams we have here is that neither of them particularly rely on the home run ball. Both were near the bottom last year in home runs, so we may see more of an emphasis on things like bunting, stealing, and hit and run. That makes for an interesting matchup in my book.
All right, Dave, thanks. We'll hear from Eric in a minute, but now we'll get a look at the batting order for the visiting Houston Astros. It's brought to us by our neighbors over at State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And they'll go to work against no small task indeed. The 2010 American League Cy Young Award winner, King Felix, right-hander Felix Hernandez. And the Mariners defensively would look like this behind him. Into the box now stands the leadoff man, Michael Bourne, and we are ready for baseball. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. And that's offered at and missed by Bourne as he falls quickly behind here, 0-2. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball, 1-2. 64 degrees our temperature here at first pitch this afternoon. And the changeup is taken for a called third strike, and the leadoff man is gone to begin the ball game.
About the only thing you can control in baseball is how you pitch to somebody. If you've got a good plan and you execute your pitches, you've got a good chance to be successful.
Clint Barmas will stand in. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
And we'll see a lot of this going forward. He likes to work the outside part of the zone with his slider.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
And pretty obvious that he didn't care for that call too much. You can see the look of disgust there.
2-1. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And he takes strike three called, and it's a pair of punch-outs that begin the ball game.
And that four-seam fastball of his sure has some late life. Looks like it's getting about halfway there, and then something kicks it in on the backside, and it really explodes at the end.
Hunter Pence will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. First pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Just getting started here in Seattle. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-2 pitch from Felix. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. So they're set down 1-2-3 by King Felix in the firm. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. And the starting lineup for the host Mariners looks like this. Again, brought to us by State Farm. And there's the familiar stride of Ichiro as he makes his way to the box to start the home half of inning number 1. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Matt, he's digging a hole for himself now by not offering it those.
Swing, hot shot to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, and this afternoon's off to a good start for these guys already. They had a 1-2-3 top half, and now they've got their leadoff man on here.
Sean Figgins will dig in here. First offering on the way. And a pitch out here, but Ichiro's not going anywhere yet.
And now keep your eye on Ichiro after the pitch out.
And Ichiro's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it won't be in time as Ichiro's able to take second with ease.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
A runner at second, nobody out. Myers checks second. The pitch. Swing and a line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Franklin Gutierrez digs in at the plate. First pitch coming. In there at the letters 0-1.
And they've got an opening here, so this is where you can really jump on a guy out there before he's settled in.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back. None out, runners at first and second. And a double steal try here. Pitch outside, the throw. A tag, and he is out at third.
Trying to shake things up a bit here, but a good throw nails the lead man at third.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Boy, when you've got that potential first run of the ball game out there at second, you've got to be more disciplined than that.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Into the slide, and he'll make the basket catch. And a fine play there for the second out.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and striding toward the plate, the powerful DH, Jack Cust. This ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. ball outside, apparently. 1-1.
Boy, and if you're on the mound, you're thinking, I gotta have that one.
1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
And after that call, I think both guys are thinking, okay, we're even now.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And he stays alive as this is grounded foul. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Mariners come up empty first time around. We played an inning in Seattle. No score. Carlos Lear leads things off now in the top half of the second. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fouled back. And there's ball 2 now.
Yeah, and he'll look for something a little higher here.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. And that's going to be strike 3 called. His 4th consecutive strikeout, and he's in the zone now. 1 away. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame for him now, and this is no doubt a strikeout pitcher, as you can see on the graphic. Among American League leaders in that category a season ago. One away. Here's the third baseman, Chris Johnson. First pitch to him. Here's strike 1 now from King Felix, the reigning Cy Young Award winner in the American League. Deserved choice?
I thought so. I mean, he got hamstrung a little bit playing for a mediocre offense. You know, he only won 13 games, but the ERA, lowest in the league. 2nd in strikeouts. 1st in innings pitched. I think they got the right guy.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired.
This pitch was basically begging to be hit a long way, but all he could do with it was hit a ground ball for the out.
Jason Michaels will stand in for the first time here. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Boy, and he has been razor sharp these first 2 innings.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
96 and 97 the last 2 pitches.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. There to take it is Kennedy. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez. Still 0-0. Justin Smoke will start things off in the bottom of the second. Here's strike 1 now to Smoke. Really the centerpiece of that Cliff Lee deal with the Rangers a year ago.
And obviously, Matt, that deal helped Texas immensely in the short term. But, you know, in the long term, this guy projects out to be a middle-of-the-lineup type hitter, and those don't come around all too often.
Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. And this will be handled by Pence for the first out. Miguel Olivo will get his first cuts here. And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Barmes backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Well, we could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old, ugh! Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
First 2 men retired now for Milton Bradley. Fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Nice work that time by the right-hander Brett Myers. It remains 0-0. Bill Hall ready to go here as we begin the third. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Hit hard but foul. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
And the fans out there hanging those K signs have had some work to do here in the early going. And I hope they have reinforcements, because that's 5 already.
So 1 away in the inning now, and here's the first baseman, Brett Wallace. Ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Swing, shot back up the middle, and now he has some trouble with it in center. He's around first, on his way to second now, and he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And that double puts him into the hit column for the first time now here in the third. And with 1 away, let's see if they can do anything with it.
Jason Castro will take his cuts now. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. And now against his body, a jump throw. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Michael Bourne will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lays off 1-0.
And after 2 fairly quick innings, he's running into some trouble now here in the third.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And he was able to punch him out the first time, and he certainly could use another right here.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Well, if he's ahead of that fastball, what does that tell you as a pitcher? Throw the changeup, and he'll be even more out in front.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Clinton Barmes will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. And this is taken for a ball inside. Don't know exactly where that would have missed, but it's 1-1.
On the mound, he's got to be thinking, this is no time for that strike zone to start getting smaller. I need that strike.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
And as my old colleague likes to say, deuce is wild. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Jack Wilson makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And a called strike on the corner. He didn't like that call. I don't blame him.
Might have had a gripe there. That looked to be off the corner.
Strike 2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Pitch on the way. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the dropped 3rd strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Good 2-strike curveball had him fishing that time. The ball gets away for a quick second, but not far enough that he can make it to first as they recover and throw him out.
Leadoff man gone, and here's Adam Kennedy. Fastball there for Myers as he jumps ahead 0-1.
Boy, he's just sailing along now.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this is taken in out there by Lee for out number 2.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the 3rd.
Back to the top of the order now, and in steps the dangerous Ichiro. And he goes the other way and sends this deep, but ooh, this will be a long foul ball. And there's ball 1. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. Now here it comes. And the 3rd baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Hunter Pence will be the batter. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
And now you've got the 3, 4, and 5 guys due here to start the 4th. So hopefully they're set up for some kind of a breakthrough against this guy.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
And he's got a tough task here going through the 3, 4, and 5, so you hate to fall behind the first guy.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Ah, boy, when you're a middle-of-the-lineup guy and you get a good one to hit 2-0, you got to turn it loose.
Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he's got that strikeout pitch working now. That's 3 in a row for him as there's one away.
Second time this afternoon he's gone down on strikes, and that is now 8 strikeouts, as you see there. He's been tough to get a handle on.
Carlos Lee will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. There's a good fastball from Hernandez that time. Strike 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And that misses. 2-1.
And now on the mound you lose the advantage of strike 1 by missing with 2 straight.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away. Chris Johnson will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
That's foul.
Back-to-back fastballs here as he takes control. 0-2.
And one thing you can say about him on the mound, he certainly has been the aggressor in this at-bat, coming right after him.
Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Wow, and you can bet he was saving that pitch. Good job to lay off.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. And we are tied 0-0. Sean Figgins will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. And a tough breaking ball there by Myers for strike 1.
And he's got that thing moving pretty good here in the first few innings.
Now the pitch. Right back to the bender again, and he's got him in an 0-2 hole now.
And he's in that mindset now where he can do just about anything he wants to.
And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And the throw sails on him right over the head of Wallace at first base. And he's safe.
Just tries to rush the thing. He maybe didn't have his feet fully set because he fires this one right up the line.
Franklin Gutierrez will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And now the runner's trying for third. Swing and a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Wallace is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Just coasting right along here. Gets another pop-up, and look, he's barely breaking a sweat out there.
Jack Cust will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And he gets ahead 0-1.
And I would be wary about giving him another pitch there.
Myers checks second. The pitch. And a big rip by Cust, but he comes up empty, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
Boy, where is the bat speed?
Oh, 2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Fouled back. Now a swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. Throw on to Wallace will be in time, and there's out number 2. Justin Smoke will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the left side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Just a great approach there with 2 away. You can see this pitch is away, so instead of trying to pull it, he just takes it the other way, and he's able to pick up the 2-out RBI.
Miguel Olivo will try it again. He flew out his first time. This is taken for a ball low, I guess, but I think Old Blue might need an eye exam. It's 1-0.
Boy, the difference between starting out 0-1 or up 1-0 is huge in a hitter's eyes. He caught a break there.
2-0. Count, the pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Well, didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. You had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. That's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Milton Bradley will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. And this pitch is hit foul for the first strike. And Eric, when we look at this Seattle ball club, where do you see them here at the outset?
Well, it's a team that's in transition for sure. I mean, you've got a few established guys out there with Ichiro, Gutierrez, and then you've got a lot of guys that are really competing for starting jobs. And that can be a good thing. And then on top of that, you've got a few guys down at AA and AAA that are just about ready. So not so sure things work now, but I think the future looks pretty good.
But this will land untouched. Ready with another 0-2. Curveball swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. And this is down for extra bases, and with 2 out, this might get them both home. And the runner is in from second. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as the second run. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 Astro error, and 2 men left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mariners 2 and the Astros nothing. Jason Michaels will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Fouled straight back. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And he's just 2 over the minimum here in this 5th inning of work, so they've yet to get a sustained rally going against him.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Working out another gem here early on, and you can see he had plenty of these a year ago as he wound up winning the American League ERA crown.
So 1 away in the inning for Bill Hall. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
And now at the plate, you got to do something to get this guy out of the role he's been on.
And this is fouled back and out of play. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. In there, 1-2 now.
And he's done everything right on the mound so far. The mistakes have been almost non-existent.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air into foul territory behind first. Smoke is over now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Wow, he's using that fastball to devastating effect out there now. He gets another out here. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Brett Wallace is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
And let's see if he makes him throw a strike here.
Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. Last half of the 5th coming up. The M's lead it 2-0. Jack Wilson will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now the first pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Outside, 2-1. And the fastball here is hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Well, after being held off the scoreboard for the first 3 innings, they finally broke through against this guy in the 4th. Now let's see if they can keep it going here in their half of the 5th.
Adam Kennedy will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now he squares and gets one down. A tag for 1.
Good execution there as the sacrifice works that time. Now let's see if they can make it pay off.
So a runner on second with 1 down now. And it'll be back to the top of the lineup now for Ichiro. First pitch coming. Fastball bounces up to the plate, and it's taken for a ball.
And this is without a doubt a strikeout situation right here, as you can't let this deficit get any worse than 2.
Now a ball hit towards Barmas at short.
And that's what speed does. Just a little ground ball here, but he's hustling all the way and beats it out for an infield single.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And stepping in, the third baseman, Sean Figgins. Fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
And this is one of the biggest tests he's had on the mound all afternoon, so he's going to need to summon up all of his focus right here.
In there, 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And this is fouled straight back. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Myers' pitch count up to 63 after that last one. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this will be a foul ball. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And that will miss. 3-2. And now manager Dave Campbell, where do you go from here?
I think you go right back to the fastball. That's the pitch that's gotten you where you are.
Took something off there, but this is hit well anyway, out to deep center. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out. And he is in there at third safely, so there are runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, this pays off for him this time, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him get a good lecture about making the last out at third when he gets back to the dugout.
Franklin Gutierrez will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. Good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0.
And these guys have been very patient with that slider away. They have not chased very often.
Now a fastball, and it's hit on the ground to short. And he'll shuffle it over to Hall covering at second, and that'll end it. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mariners lead it 2-0. Jason Castro will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. Too high, 1-0.
And all this good work on the mound so far can be undone with 1 bad inning. So focus needs to be sharp right here.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, here's where that old phrase, a walk is as good as a hit, really applies. Just get on somehow.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Now he's got to protect the outer half with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. To his left, he's there. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
And this is a case where you've really got to know who your runner is out there. I mean, that's not exactly Ichiro busting down that line. He's got plenty of time to make this play, but he fires wildly, and they're going to hit him with an error.
Michael Bourne will dig in. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts thus far. Checked by Hernandez. The pitch. Now a changeup from Hernandez as he gets ahead. It's 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Clint Barmas will stand in. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And he's had these guys battling from behind in the count all afternoon. That first pitch strike has really been there for him.
And here's a fastball that looked pretty good, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, and that's a good spot to try to get somebody to pop the ball up.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
And they still just can't touch him here. He's set up for another punch out.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Struck him out as his woes continue as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this is something you sort of have to live with because he's going to get his share of strikeouts. But you hate to see 3 of them come in 3 at-bats. You know, maybe if he can mix in a long ball once in a while, they can live with it.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Astros leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Jack Cust will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Now the first pitch. Low for ball one.
And now as a pitcher, you just got to go out there and do what you can. Then wait for your ball club to get you some runs.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. And see you later. That one is gone. A solo shot there for Jack Cust. And the M's have taken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you hate to give up another run here on the solo shot, but it's not going to matter much unless your offense can do something when it's their turn. And to this point, they've done just about nothing.
Time called as here comes the skipper Brad Mills out of the Houston dugout. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be it for Brett Myers. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Jeff Fulcino will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning. Justin Smoke will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And here's the first pitch. Right there for strike one. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Fouled back. No outs, nobody on. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Now a fair ball chopped up the line to first. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Miguel Olivo will dig in, 1 for 2 thus far. Sliced down the line at first. And Wallace will just handle this one himself for the out. Milton Bradley will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. And he takes ball one.
Not hard to lay off down there.
And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
Just a get-it-in fastball, but he'll get burned if he keeps leaving him there.
Swing, hot shot to the left side. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's now 3-0 Seattle. Carlos Lee will dig in. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And I know you've got a shutout working, but you got to be at least a little worried about this guy at the plate.
Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
And that thing's a blur coming in. Good work there to hold back on the swing.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Under it is the sure-handed Gutierrez for the first out. Chris Johnson steps in now. In there, and it's 0-1.
And the MLB average is right around 58% for first pitch strikes. He's got to be way over that.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. There to take it is Kennedy. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Boy, and the way he's been pitching this afternoon, a ground ball out might be cause for celebration in that other team's dugout. Heck, just making contact is a moral victory in itself.
Jason Michaels will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. On the ground down the first base line. And he'll step on first for the out. This side is retired. So he keeps rolling right along. Make it 7 shutout innings now. Get up and stretch now here in the great Northwest. Seattle leads this one 3-0. Jack Wilson will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Hence is under it to tuck this one away, and it's a 1-pitch out to begin the home half of the 7th.
And now on the mound, he's just got to try and keep his team in the game and hope sooner or later they can generate some offense.
1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7, and making his way in is the second baseman Adam Kennedy. And he starts him out with, well, it looked like a strike, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Outside with that delivery, and it's 3-0 now.
And this is a guy that will be happy to take a walk. So I think you really need to challenge him a little more on the mound.
And he'll just lay this one in there. 3-1.
Doing the smart thing, taking all the way.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
I don't know what he's complaining about there. That was pretty clearly ball 4, but he obviously didn't think so. So that's a good time for the catcher to go out and calm his pitcher down.
Ichiro Suzuki is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And he goes the other way and sends this deep, but ooh, this will be a long foul ball. Goes the other way with a fastball, and this is in the air out to left. Lee will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2. Sean Figgins will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Pause, now the pitch. Oh, and he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Boy, and this game is really zipping along here this afternoon.
And they can't quite ring him up here. 1-2 now on Figgins.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
Fouled back. A runner on first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Mariners lead 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bill Hall will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And it's definitely worth noting he's just 3 over the minimum to this point in the 8th inning.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Brett Wallace will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Bradley is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Can't ask for much more out of a starting pitcher. Working on a 2-hit shutout right now.
Jason Castro will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
And these guys aren't out of this game, but their chances are diminishing by the second.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
And that's a good 2-strike pitch there, as now it might be just to set up something away.
And the fastball here is hit on the ground, but foul. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. He's through 8 with the shutout intact. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Mariners 3 and the Astros nothing. Fernando Abad is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Franklin Gutierrez will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. One-0 pitch now. And he takes a called strike 1. And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one. 3 outs away from a potential shutout as you see the final 3 hitters scheduled to hit when we get to the top of the 9th. Jack Cust will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And a curveball in for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And this is fouled back and out of play. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
And let's take a look at the location of this final pitch here on Show Track, and you'll see. And even though he has a home run earlier in the ball game, they decide to challenge him up in the zone, and they get him to swing right through it.
Justin Smoke will step in, a ground out victim as last time. Swinging a ground ball to first. And Wallace will step on first himself, and that'll end the inning. The speedy Michael Bourne will start things out when we come back. We've played 8 full. It's the Mariners 3 and the Astros nothing. And there, in fact, is the speedy Mr. Bourne. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning. Ninth inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And here in the ninth, it's going to take all hands on deck if these guys want to make a game of it.
And this one's a bit higher as that's in there at the knees for the first strike.
And at least they're set up well for the ninth with the top 3 in their lineup due up.
And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. Bradley will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Yeah, only 2 outs now stand between him and his shutout. And the way he's throwing the ball, doesn't look like he's going to have too much trouble getting it.
Clint Varmus will try and snap out of it. 3 at-bats and 3 whiffs thus far. Here's the first offering. Too low, 1-0. And Varmus will lay off again, and it's 2-0 to him now.
And on 2-0, you should probably be taking here. You've got to have base runners.
Strike called, 2-1. And now this is swung on and pulled down the third base line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Well, this has been a thoroughly dominating performance out there. Kept these guys guessing all game long, and he's just 1 out away now from picking up a well-deserved complete game shutout.
Hunter Pence is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Fastball probably could have gone either way, but ruled a ball, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full, 3-2.
14 pitches now here in the ninth inning. He's having to work for it.
Grounded, foul. Payoff pitch one more time. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out. And the Mariners get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
That's an appropriate way to end this one. He gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, it was close, but no cigar.
Mariners were given a great boost by the start turned in by this man, Felix Hernandez. Strike oppose, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matt, there's no debate in my mind. The thing I liked was the way he really challenged these hitters. Nothing fancy. He just went right after him. That allowed him to throw the shutout.
So that'll just about wrap things up. For Dave and Eric, I'm Matt. As always, this has been a presentation of MLB 11 The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 3-0. Stay tuned for highlights from here in Seattle as we say so long, everybody.